Hey, hi. So I'm a little bit tired because I have practiced around how many 80 or 90 something kind of divisions. I'm taking I'm solving a lot of questions of mathematical things like the mathematics. They're very basic, but for me they are a little bit of tricky because like I didn't focus well on mathematics back then. So now I have to practice a lot, and because I have to practice a lot, I'm thinking that I should have to read, not read, I should have to take more tests, more questions, so that I can cover up all of those things quickly. It will take time eventually, but as earlier that I spent around my 15 years or 16 or 17 years on that mathematical thing. Now I just have to spend around 2 or 3 years to be a master at calculus or other those trigonometry, I guess, or all of those physics mathematical things like the hard maths they use. I really want to be in that position that I can solve those equations and write those things and understand those things. I don't just want to read a physics book about this and that and about the energies. I want to understand the correction of those things. And now I believe, only because of Due or the Duolingo, that I will definitely learn this language. It is going on, and I am about to learn this. I am about to learn this. I don't know if this is a good word or not, but yeah. And because of math, I am like I have a lot of notebooks. That is, I have not written anything on them before, but when I started practicing math, so all of them are like filling up with the uh, pen refills and the pencils refills. So that's kind of a thing happening. And I also did today one of the what's it I recorded a video about the book review, and as confidence that I right now look in front of camera, uh, when I started that thing or when I did that thing, I was not very confident. I was not talking like this. I was talking very fastly. I was talking very fastly. It is like very way far faster than this. Uh, yeah, and there are not a lot of things coming into my mind. My mind. I don't know what to say. This thing, but yeah. And I also okay, let's talk about the mathematical things. I have to practice a lot of maths. What I do is like I have the NCRT books from class 1 to 5. I practice that thing, and also I practice uh, every morning and every evening about mathematical things like those arithmetics. I'm still on arithmetic. Then I practice on Duolingo. Then sometimes I watch mathematical videos to understand the basic things. And also I have a very interesting book, uh, very illustrated book by DK publication about mathematics, which tells the those basic things into illustrations and give the simplest example of those things. So it is like very good. Now I understand that I don't have to remember the area, the squares, and how to find those cylindrical volumes or they're any kind of a shape. It's just kind of a logic. It's the game of the logic. Like it's pretty simple if you understand those things. Nobody has to understand those things, and I guess uh, all of those formulas that I have remembered for mathematical things, uh, was it really necessary to remember? Like, should I have to remember all of those things for my life? Now I know that it is not like that. I just have to know about the logic behind them, and it will be remember for all of my lifetime. and it also boosts the memory to take the decisions. For example, uh, when like whenever now when I go for shopping, whenever they have the discounts, now I can figure out how much the actual price of that thing after putting the discount or after adding the taxes. And now it also gives me the little more curiosity for the businesses or the entrepreneurs. Like when I look about something like, so I can multiply their goods, and about the times or the dates, so that how much they earn in day or the month, and how they are paying their rents. Like it's all estimated, but yeah, it works very well in streets and in the big picture, like the uh, big companies owned by big billionaires. So it gives a very clear picture of how they are doing well with the money. Is it is not just about the words. I'm very good at words, in not like that way. Like I read a lot of books, so I feel and I guess that I'm very good at words, but I'm not very good at mathematics, and I didn't used to. But it's not the situation of current. Uh, Now I can understand those things, but there are some kind of very hard things, like percentage of the decimal percentage, or multiplication of the big numbers, or the thousands of billions numbers, in that way, and the divisions of the big numbers, so that I can figure out how much this thing is distributed to each one of them. And it's very important. And also I guess like I will try to learn a little bit of codes or the basic of the codings, and they use the logic and the mathematical things like the matrices, to understand that thing. I need to learn a lot of good mathematical things. And this calculus, I don't know why I'm very curious about the calculus, or I'm not curious, maybe I just want to learn about, because I have heard about the Leibniz and the Newton making laws about the calculus, and also about the that Richard Feynman, about his story that when he was 11, he solved calculus, a lot of calculus, and he was able to solve a lot of calculus. And about the Albert Einstein, when he was around 16, he also solved calculus. So it is kind of a eagerness that I have, that I should have to learn calculus, but it will come up after the trigonometry. First I have to do the geometry and the trigonometry, then the calculus. That's how it will go up. Yeah. And also the trigonometry part, I will gonna use a lot of textbooks or the workbook for geometry. I don't want to uh, back behind again in this thing. uh, so it's pretty amazing subject. The the shapes of those things, like you can see in every day, and in everywhere around. If I point to any object in my room, there is a geometrical shape, and it will be very fun to find their volume, their area, or the circumferences, and whatever they have. And also the trees and the cars and everything has the geometrical shapes or the lining thing. It just becomes with the line. So a lot of lines and too many lines become the geometrical shapes. So it's very great to find all of those things. But I'm still skeptical about the calculus, what calculus is really is, and what is the use of calculus. I will eventually read that thing. So I guess, yeah, that's it.